Ever notice how people seem to get uneasy when they can't shake your calm? Why do others get so rattled by the peace you radiate? Your unbothered state, that fortress of calm and inner strength, is something others can hardly comprehend. They watch you, baffled by your ability to remain unaffected when they would falter, crumble, or lash out. You hold within you an impenetrable core, a place where their negativity simply cannot reach. To them you seem untouchable, as if you operate on a different plane, immune to the chaos that pulls so many into its spiraling grip. This unsettles them. This rattles them because your resilience throws a harsh light on the frailty of their own foundations. You walk through life with a grace they cannot disturb, no matter how much they attempt to pierce through your defenses. They launch their words like arrows, hoping to breach that serene wall. But their arrows fall short, bouncing off and scattering like debris. You never falter, you never stoop to pick up the fragments of their failed attacks. They are left grasping at the air, frustrated and confused by their inability to reach you. Your calmness is a mirror they are forced to look into, one that reflects their own inner turmoil with brutal clarity. Their unease is not just a reaction to you, but to the truth they avoid within themselves. Their negativity, like dark clouds rolling in, tries to cast shadows over your light, hoping that by dragging you down, they might lessen the brightness they find so uncomfortable. But your light is not a flickering candle that the wind can extinguish. It's a blazing sun untouchable by mere storms. Their shadows cannot block it, cannot diminish it. They throw their shade, hoping to obscure you, yet you remain luminous, blazing with an intensity they cannot stand to look at directly. For every attempt they make to dim your light, they only end up casting their own shadows deeper, a truth they cannot escape. Their need to disturb your calmness comes from a place of envy and fear. Your resilience feels to them like a direct challenge, a reminder of their own inadequacies. In the fortress of your mind, they find no cracks or weaknesses to exploit. You are steadfast, your spirit rooted deep like an ancient tree that has weathered countless storms. They rage against your trunk, beating their fists in futile anger, but your roots are unshakable, digging deep into the earth where no wind can uproot them. And so they are left to battle themselves, to face the weakness they had hoped to inflict upon you. They want to see you break, to see some fracture in that calm exterior, so they might feel less exposed themselves. They want to know that you too can be brought down to their level, mired in the muck of petty dramas and insecurities, but they cannot touch you because you do not allow it. Their noise and chaos are but distant echoes, too faint to disturb the tranquility that defines you. You have cultivated an inner stillness, a sanctuary they can never enter, and that distance between you and them only widens as they continue their desperate attempts. You have walked through storms that were meant to tear you down, faced trials designed to strip you of every ounce of peace you possess. Yet here you stand, not only intact, but fortified. Every attempt to unsettle you, every push that tried to shatter your calm, has only served to amplify your resilience. You've reclaimed your power piece by piece, like a warrior gathering armor from battles fought and won. You have tasted bitterness, been tested by the cruelties of those who tried to seep into your soul with their toxicity, and you have emerged with an unbreakable core. They may have hoped to infect you, to sow seeds of doubt, to drain the light from your spirit by embedding themselves in your life, like vines seeking to choke out a vibrant tree. But you recognized the danger. You saw the way they tangled around your branches, constricting your growth, and you took swift, decisive action. With one swift motion, you severed those vines, removing them entirely from your space. In casting them away, you didn't just save yourself from their poison, you created room for your own spirit to flourish, free and untangled. Now your boundaries are not walls built in haste, nor are they flimsy lines drawn in the sand. They are impenetrable fortresses, meticulously crafted and reinforced with the strength of your will. Each stone represents a lesson learned, a hard-won victory over those who try to invade your peace. You have woven these lessons into a barrier that not only keeps them out, but also empowers you from within. There is no weak point, no gap they can slip through, because you have made it so. Your boundaries are your chosen ground, fiercely defended and solidified, ensuring that only those worthy of your energy may even approach. Those who once thought they could disturb your peace, who saw your openness as an invitation to manipulate, now find themselves on the outside, powerless and irrelevant. They used to feed on your energy, drawing from it like parasites, hoping you wouldn't notice their theft until it was too late. But you've woken up to their games, and in doing so, you've reclaimed every piece of power they sought to drain. Now their attempts fall like futile raindrops on a steel surface, unable to penetrate, sliding off into oblivion where they belong. Your reclamation of power is not just a defensive act, it's an assertion of who you are and what you deserve. You are no longer the person who tolerates invasions of your space, who endures the slow bleed of negative energy draining into your world. You have learned to say no, and in that small word lies a universe of self-respect, a fortress of confidence. You do not apologize for your strength, nor do you shrink yourself to accommodate those who cannot handle it. Their discomfort is no longer your concern. Your peace is your priority, and you've learned to guard it fiercely. Your growth, your unyielding ascent, unnerves them. They see you standing taller, moving forward with a confidence that defies their expectations, and it grates against their sense of control. They thought they had mapped out the limits of your potential, convinced that you would remain within the bounds of vulnerability they imagined for you. But you shattered that illusion, rising above the restrictions they tried to impose. Now you continue to shine, unaffected by their discomfort, focused solely on your own path. Their discomfort is not a mystery. They wanted you to stay small, to linger in the shadows where they could feel superior, assured of their place. But you have stepped into a light that exposes their insecurities, a radiance that they can neither comprehend nor diminish. You have grown beyond their grasp, and that growth unsettles them. Each step you take is a reminder of what they lack. Each new height you reach is a testament to the courage they don't possess. You are the embodiment of what they cannot control, and that threatens the very foundation of their fragile sense of self. They look at you now and see a force that cannot be contained, a presence that refuses to shrink. You no longer fit into the comfortable mold they had prepared for you, and that makes them uneasy. They whisper and murmur, hoping that their words might anchor you down, drag you back into the familiar territory of doubt and limitation. But your ears are closed to their noise. Your mind is beyond their reach. You are not swayed by their attempts to pull you back, because you have already moved far beyond the range of their influence. You didn't ask for their permission to grow, nor do you owe them an explanation for your newfound strength. They may have expected you to stay vulnerable, to remain in a state where their words and actions could sway you, but you have fortified yourself against their intrusion. You have turned their expectations to dust, leaving them scrambling to find footing on a ground that is no longer theirs to dictate. They feel this change, and it unsettles them because they can no longer predict your moves or understand your resilience. Your focus is unbreakable, a laser that cuts through their doubts, slicing away the irrelevant noise. While they may hope to rattle you, to provoke some reaction that would confirm their assumptions, you remain unshaken. You stand as a mountain, solid and indifferent to the storms they hurl in your direction. They want to believe you are vulnerable, but that illusion has long since dissolved. Your strength is not a temporary act. It is a part of you now, woven into every step you take, every word you speak. They are left bewildered, watching as you continue to rise, as steadfast as the sun that climbs the sky each morning without fail. I need to interrupt this broadcast for a moment, and I'm just going to give it to you straight here because I don't know how else to say it. We're in the final stretch, folks. You've been with Astral Atom for a year now, and we've been fighting the good fight, but here's the deal. I'm at the edge. Warp speed or we're all dead. It's like that moment in Star Trek II, right? Kirk says, I need warp speed in 5 minutes, because if we don't move fast, the enemy's going to blow us to pieces. Well, that's exactly where I'm at. The forces of darkness are circling, trying to silence us, trying to shut down the very message that you need to keep rising. And I need your support, because I can't do this without you. Here's the thing. This isn't just about survival. This is about thriving, about taking back control of the narrative. The Obsidian Inner Order is growing at off-the-charts speed, with over 300 chosen ones stepping into their power every day. You get to support Astral Atom, join the Inner Order, and grab the exclusive Modern Manifestation Mechanics Grimoire, with preview chapters on the 7 types of magic and how to manifest like a true chosen one. It's a 360-degree win, folks. You're getting the best tools, the best community, and keeping us alive in this fight. I'm telling you straight, if you don't care about them taking me out, if you're good with rolling the dice with the forces of darkness, then fine, stand on the sidelines. But if you want to see us keep fighting, if you want to be part of the #1 Ascension Nexus for chosen ones on the internet, join the Obsidian Inner Order. You need great information products, plus you get to support the mission and fortify your spirit. It's a no-brainer. Our Patreon link is in the description. You have reached a place of clarity so sharp, so unbreakable, that those who once sought to pull you into their web of negativity now find themselves rendered invisible. Your vision has become too focused, your purpose too consuming, to spare even a glance for the distractions that once tempted you. You walk your path with a purpose that moves through you like a river carving its way through stone, relentless and unwavering. Those who try to derail you with their petty dramas and trivialities find no purchase here, no foothold to drag you into their chaos. You are beyond them, moving at a speed and with an intensity that they cannot fathom. Your path is not for the weak-hearted, not for those who cling to comfort or wallow in excuses. It is a road carved by choice, by deliberate steps taken with the precision of one who knows the weight of every movement. And so, when negativity rears its head, you do not stumble. It is a mere shadow that flickers at the edges of your awareness, barely worthy of acknowledgement. Those who seek to ensnare you in their doubts and distractions are left grasping at the air, reaching for a presence that has already moved on. You are untouchable because you no longer dance to the rhythms of others' insecurities. You are not swayed by their complaints, their attempts to impose limitations, because your mission is your compass. Every step you take is a calculated affirmation of your commitment, a testament to the resolve that flows through your veins. You have shed the weight of others' judgments, stripped away the layers of expectation that once clouded your purpose. Now only clarity remains, sharp and undiluted, guiding you with the force of 1,000 suns. Those who cannot match your pace fall away like leaves in the wind, irrelevant to the trajectory you have chosen. They sense your transformation, and it unsettles them, this single-mindedness that shines through you like a beacon. You are the embodiment of relentless focus, a force that moves through obstacles rather than around them, and they cannot grasp this level of determination. While they flounder in their distractions, you have become a sharpened blade, cutting through each day with a purpose that cannot be diluted. They try to drag you down, to distract you with the noise of their complaints, but you do not pause, you do not falter. Their words fall away, insignificant against the roar of your momentum. This path you walk is not a choice for them to understand. It is a calling you have answered, a mission that reverberates through every fiber of your being. They may try to interpret it, to confine it within their narrow definitions, but they will never touch the depths of its meaning. You are on a path designed for you alone, and there is no room for hesitation, no space for the frivolous detours of negativity they offer. Your purpose has become your fortress, and no one can breach its walls because you have built them from within, one act of resolve at a time. Your faith is your anchor, a force that keeps you steady when the winds of negativity swirl around you, desperate to throw you off balance. Others may look at you and wonder why their attempts to unsettle you fail, why their negativity breaks like waves upon a cliff. They cannot comprehend that you are grounded by something far greater than their small-minded fears or petty insecurities. Your connection to a higher power is not a shield you hold, it is a fortress you embody. It's woven into your very being, binding you to an unassailable strength that they cannot touch. You do not falter because your roots dig deeper than they will ever know. This connection is not a fragile thing. It is an unbreakable bond that saturates every fiber of your existence, While others may try to disrupt your peace, you stand firm, for you know that their negativity cannot pierce through the protection that surrounds you. Their attempts are as futile as trying to extinguish the sun with a handful of sand. They hurl their doubts and try to impose their limits upon you, but you do not break stride, for you are grounded by faith, and nothing can penetrate the shield it provides. You walk with an assurance that mystifies those who wish to see you stumble. They throw their shadows, hoping to cloak you in fear, but you are a light they cannot dim. Every attempt they make only strengthens your resolve, only tightens your grip on the path you know is yours. Your faith has forged you in the fires of doubt and despair, hardening you into something unbreakable, untouchable. They fail to see that each step you take is not taken alone, that you are guided by a force that transcends their understanding. Your path is illuminated, lit not by the fickle flames of others' approval, but by a light that they cannot reach. When negativity comes your way, it doesn't just slide off, it disintegrates. You have no need to defend yourself or brace for impact, because the force that protects you is impenetrable. They do not understand that you are shielded by more than your own strength. You are held up by a power that absorbs all darkness and reflects only light. Their negativity may crash against you, but it finds no purchase, no place to cling. You are a vessel filled with faith, and there is no room for their poison here. The very essence of who you are repels their attempts to bring you down, casting their shadows back into the void from which they came. You have been given a purpose, a path carved out of something greater than mere circumstance, and this is not a road meant for those who waver. The clarity of your mission burns brightly, illuminating your steps and casting aside all distractions as mere shadows beneath your feet. Each day you rise, focused on what must be done, you reaffirm your commitment to that purpose. The world may offer countless diversions, temptations that glitter with hollow promises, but you know that these are nothing more than empty trinkets compared to the profound weight of your calling. Your blessings are not accidents, they are gifts that fuel your journey, reminders of the potential that resides within you. To abandon your purpose now would be to squander these blessings, to betray the abundance that surrounds you. Those who cannot understand your dedication may wonder why you do not stray, why you do not indulge in the distractions that so easily ensnare others. But you do not need their understanding, nor do you seek their approval. You know that your path is not for them to comprehend, and that is exactly why you stay true to it. This is not a path for those with scattered intentions or wavering resolve. Each step you take is deliberate, every action an assertion of your commitment to the goals that have been set before you. You do not allow yourself to be drawn into the trivialities that others may find compelling. You recognize that distractions are merely traps, designed to lure you from your course. These are not innocent diversions. They are pitfalls hidden beneath superficial allure, waiting to ensnare those without the clarity to see through them. You know better, and you move forward with purpose, eyes fixed on the horizon of your goals. There is a power in staying true, a strength that builds within you as you reject the detours and distractions that seek to claim your attention. The world is filled with noise, a cacophony of voices all calling you away from what you know is right. But you have cultivated a stillness within yourself, a quiet place where your purpose is undisturbed, untouched by the clamor of others. This stillness is not passive. It is a fierce, unyielding clarity that protects you from the chaos that surrounds you. You guard this inner space diligently, knowing that it is the foundation upon which all your success is built. You are relentless in your dedication, and this unwavering focus does not go unnoticed. Others may feel unsettled by the intensity of your resolve, but that is not your concern. You do not owe anyone an explanation for the strength of your conviction. You move forward, undeterred by those who might try to steer you off course, for you know that your purpose is not theirs to question. Every day you remain committed to your path. You sharpen your focus, turning away from the distractions that would otherwise weaken you. You are meant to shine, and every step you take with confidence is a step toward fulfilling that undeniable truth. In the rhythm of your daily life, whether it's the moment you rise, preparing yourself with calm resolve for the day ahead, or the steady work you pour into your tasks with precision and purpose, you know you are carving out something extraordinary. You may find yourself surrounded by those who question your path, but they are mere onlookers to the story you are writing. Each action you take, however small, is a testament to your resilience and your refusal to be swayed by trivialities. The moments when you choose peace over conflict, when you sidestep distractions that try to pull you down, are moments when you reinforce your purpose. Your peace is not an accessory. It is a state you have earned, a fortress built on decisions made with clarity and strength. When others bring chaos, you simply continue forward, staying unbothered and maintaining the tranquility that fuels your progress. This focus allows you to remain grounded, to connect with the higher power that guides you and affirms your path. You do not give energy to the fleeting negativity that others may throw your way, because your attention is reserved for what truly matters. As you move through each day, you are not just surviving. You are thriving, inching ever closer to the rewards that await you. Whether it's the satisfaction of a day well spent or the quiet moments when you reflect on how far you've come, these are your reminders that you are exactly where you need to be. The road you walk may not be understood by all, but it does not need to be. Your clarity is your compass, your faith is your strength, and your purpose is your guide. Keep moving forward, embracing the path that is yours alone. Let others watch and wonder, but do not allow their doubts to dim your light. You are meant to shine, and as you move toward your goals, you illuminate the way for others who may find courage in your example. You have built this step by step, and you are only just beginning to witness the rewards of your commitment. Now, share your story. Tell of the moments you've conquered and the peace you've preserved, so that others might find their own strength mirrored in yours. The world needs your voice, your story, your unshakable resolve. In sharing, you remind others that they, too, can walk their path with purpose, untouched and undeterred.